another thing too. OPEC, let me see. OPEC, with Saudi Arabia, is part of OPEC, okay? OPEC was pushing out about 1,000 barrels extra of oil. When they found out that they was going, the OPEC nations.
According to Wikipedia, current OPEC members are Algeria, Angola, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Iran, Morocco, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, the Republic of the Congo, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Venezuela.
So, the OPEC nations, these are the OPEC nations, right? Hold on. I don't know why. These are the OPEC nations, okay? I hope y'all can see that, because this is very key. These are the OPEC nations, right? And within that OPEC nation, you got Saudi Arabia. Now, OPEC was pushing out about 1,000 barrels extra of oil. When they found out that United States was trying to put a cap on Russia, OPEC stopped pushing those 1,000 extra barrels a day. Okay? So OPEC, which is Saudi Arabia, is part of OPEC. And Saudi Arabia is key too. Letting the
we come in this way, I wonder
the Americans know that look, we're not with y'all putting a price cap on Russia oil, because that's gonna make all the oil skyrocket, man. And that's gonna cause, when you go fill up at the pump, you think that $4 or $5 was, you think $4 and $6 was something. You wait till they completely shut off Russian oil, or Russia just say, the hell with it. Because they ain't done it yet. They slowly doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They slowly doing it. And I'm gonna let you hear Putin speak on it. They slowly doing it. But that's going, if the OPEC nations shut everything down and Russia shut everything down concerning this oil, everything is gonna skyrocket. That you need, any products to deal with oil that you need is gonna skyrocket. Okay, and there's a lot of products that's made out of oil, man. It's gonna skyrocket. In your gas, man. Your bills, everything is gonna skyrocket. But it's gonna get worse anyway, because that's what happens in war. You see, countries start shutting off and don't give each other products that they was giving each other when they was at peace. You see? What you look at, bro?
products that contain oil.
Oh man, you be, hey man, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, bro. But like I was showing you, the OPEC nation, so they let you know Saudi Arabia is one of them OPEC nations, and they let you know that if you're watching, that Saudi Arabia is gonna turn on America. But that's in the scriptures too, that Saudi Arabia gonna turn on America. That's ain't no problem. And Lord willing, we can get that later. But these are things that you need to be looking at on the world stage, man. Because things are turning for the worse. It's better for us, because that let us know that our salvation is near. But it's turning for the worse for the people who want to continue on in this way of life, man. Who want to be up under Esau, Edom in his rule, man. You know, so you finish on that? Is that all of that scripture?
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is show you Putin. Let's see if we can get Putin response to all this. You know, Vladimir Putin. Let's see if we can get his response to what's
taking place.
Yeah, concerning the price cap. What Putin say. Okay? See if I can find it here. I might have to go back out and This is it right here. This
You want to
is it.
smell like me?
This is it. This is it.
You want to smell it?
Yeah, man. Just some good information, man.
Just ask.
You know? Let's see what Putin's speaking on. Okay? Let's see what type of time he on concerning that price cap and his response to Janet Yellen. You see? Let's see what's going on.
We will not supply anything at all. We will not supply gas, nor oil, nor coal, nor fuel oil. We will not supply anything. You asked about someone making some decisions to limit prices for our oil and gas, which is an absolutely dumb thing to do. Should someone try to move it forward, it will do no good for the decision makers. There are contractual obligations and contracts for delivery. Will there be any political decisions that run counter to contract clauses? We will ignore them and suspend deliveries if these decisions are inconsistent with our interests, our economic interests in this case. We will then stop supplying gas, oil, coal, or fuel oil, suspend all our deliveries, and fully comply with our contractual obligations. Notably, the people who are trying to impose things on us are not in a position to dictate their will to us. Let them come to their senses. This is how the economy, including the domestic economy, works. Following up on those who we talked about earlier, we will not be supplying anything outside of contracts. We will not do anything they are trying to impose on us. What we will do instead is just sit there and keep saying a famous line from a Russian fairy tale: freeze, freeze, a wolf's tail. Using natural gas from the Russian Federation for decades, the leading European economies clearly had advantages of a global dimension. If they believe they have no use for these advantages, that's okay with us and does not bother us in any way, because the demand for energy around the world remains high. It is not just about our friends from the People's Republic of China, whose economy is growing fast. As I said, and everyone in the world is well aware of, the demand for energy is growing. We are ready to cooperate with any country. There are many such countries around the world. Will price caps on gas be a heavy blow on us? Well, this is yet more stupidity, one more non-market decision without any prospects. All administrative restrictions in global trade lead only to disproportions and price hikes. What is happening now in European markets is the result of the work done by European specialists and the European Commission. We always insisted that prices be formed based on long-term contracts and be tied to the same market category as prices on oil and oil products, to the same basket. Prices on oil and oil products are formed by the market, and the price of gas in long-term contracts is linked to this price.
You see? So,
production requires big investments, and those who invest in production must be sure that the product will be sold.
yeah, that's Putin speaking on it.
Gazprom is generally interested in long-term contracts.
That's Putin speaking on it, man. He telling you it's dumb, man. You know? He telling you it's dumb, man. But that's his response concerning price cap. He said, look, if it ain't part of the contract, it's over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he telling you, look, according to the Russian proverb, freeze and foxtail, y'all gonna freeze in Europe. And you see the condition of what's happening to Germany right now. You see? So this Esau's world is on a downward spiral, man. And the Most High, YAHAWASHI, is setting everything up like he said according to prophecy, man. Give me Malachi 4:1.
All right, this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
See? It said, behold, the days cometh that it shall burn as an oven, man. That's why we always say through the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI, that the Most High gonna cook you people, man. That's what he gonna do, man. You see? And these are prophecies that for the future, and you can see how everything is lining up, man. You can see how everything is lining up, man. And these nations are going to go to full-scale war, man. They're going to do it, man. They're going to end up throwing bombs at each other, man. Nukes. And it's according to the scriptures, man. It's according to the words of YAHAWASHI, man. You see? And them Saudi Arabia, which I said through the spirit a long time ago, you see, spirit of power, YAHAWASHI a long time ago, that Saudi Arabia gonna turn on America, man. They gonna turn on America. See? And with them barrels of oil, OPEC, the OPEC nations, with Saudi Arabia part of OPEC, they stopped producing 1,000 barrels, man, extra, man, because of what they was trying to do to Russia, put a cap on Russia, and Saudi Arabia them stop producing that oil to show, look, we ain't with that, put a price cap on Russia. And you know China ain't finna put no price cap on Russia, because you need China and India too. Right. They ain't finna put no price cap on Russia, man. America's stupid, man. Okay. These people in America are dumb, man. I mean, completely stupid, man. The officials, man, the people, man, they are fucking stupid, man. Which is gonna lead to this place getting burnt. Which we like it. We like it. Keep going. Forward. Because we're going to end your empire, man. Right. Go ahead, start from the top again, bro.
Right. This is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said YAHAWASHI of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Go ahead.
Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
So, clinging to YAHAWASHI, the elect of the nation of Israel gonna make it up out of that oven, man. They're not gonna get cooked. But the rest of y'all who looking to stay in America and stay under the rule of Esau, Edom kingdom, and don't separate yourself coming back to YAHAWASHI, you're gonna stay in that oven, man, and get cooked, man. You see? So start from the top again, then we're gonna jump to the Apocrypha.
All right, this is Malachi chapter 4, verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said YAHAWASHI of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
So it shall neither leave them root or branch. If you plant a tree and you cut it down, it's subject to grow back up because of the roots.
Right.
But YAHAWASHI saying with this particular tree, it ain't gonna leave no root. And that particular tree is America, man. Esau Edom's empire, man. It ain't gonna leave no root of Esau Edom's empire, man. It's gonna completely burn it up, man. Okay? So if you want to cut a tree down, you rip everything up out, you rip the whole tree up out the ground, man. Right, the roots and all that, man. And it's gonna damage the earth, but you rip it up out of the ground. YAHAWASHI said, look, he gonna burn it, man. He gonna burn it. from the root to the branch, man. He gonna burn it, man. He gonna get rid of this place, man. See? That's a thought process of who the world enemy calls God, which is the Savior of Israel. And his true name is Yahawah, man. You see? Just among that.
Oh, that was it on that particular scripture.
Go ahead.
All right. This is verse 2. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall.
Let's jump to, that's it on that particular verse. Let's jump to the Apocrypha. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 15 and 29. 2nd Ezra 15 and 29.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots.
So, what it is Saudi Arabia is going to be in this war. See? Saudi Arabia is going to be in this war, man. And OPEC, and Saudi Arabia, part of the OPEC nation, is telling you they not with that Russian price cap, man. And in the prophecy, Saudi Arabia going to be part of this war, man. In World War III, man. See? Carl, read it again, bro.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots.
What you say? I can't hear you. You way over there, bro. What you say?
Worried about that sign.
Oh, they ain't. No, that sign ain't. It's just talking about tomorrow. What do you say? I mean, go ahead.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 29. Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots.
See, they gonna come out with their military might, ready for war. Saudi Arabia. Go ahead.
And the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon earth.
Go ahead.
That all they which hear them may fear and tremble.
So Ishmael gonna remember himself, man. Because it tell you Ishmael is a wild man in the book of Genesis. Matter of fact,
motherfuckers are crazy, man. You see them videos where they be trying to swerve on the streets and shit.
man, Ishmael would walk in the crowd and blow up himself, man. Ishmael is just wild. Get Genesis. Now we're gonna jump back to get Genesis 16 and 12.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 12. And he will be...
This is concerning Ishmael. Okay? Matter of fact, start at 10. Now this concerning, start at 10 and read on down, but this concerning Ishmael, this concerning the characteristics of Ishmael. Go ahead.
All right, this is Genesis.
And that's Saudi Arabia. Okay, go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 16, verse 10. And the angel of Yahawah Shem Yahushai said unto her, I will multiply thy seed exceedingly, that it shall not be numbered for multitude. Verse 11. And the angel of Yahawah Shem Yahushai said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shalt call his name Ishmael, because Yahawah Shem Yahushai has heard thy affliction. Verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
So Ishmael is going to be a wild man. He's basically gonna be untamed. You're not gonna be able to tame Ishmael. That's how wild Ishmael is supposed to be, and he's gonna be like that in this war. You see, that's why them Arabs over there walk up on you and blow you up.
Blow themselves up to blow you up.
Blow themselves up and blow you up. See, you can't tame them, man. You see, but that's the characteristic of Ishmael. You see, that's prophecy, man. And in that war, when Saudi Arabia, when this war gets full-fledged, you're not gonna be able to tame them Arabs, man, over there, man. You're not gonna be able to tame them, man. Because it's prophecy that you can't tame them, man. Go ahead.
It says his hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him. And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
See? He shall dwell in the presence of all his brothers. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Read verse 12 again, Salaki. Okay, I'm sorry.
This is Genesis chapter 16, verse 12. And he will be a wild man.
See, Ishmael will be a wild man, man. Go ahead.
His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him.
So Ishmael is against everybody, and everybody's against Ishmael. That's why they blow up that's why these Edomites blow up places over there in the east where them Arabs at, man. Because they wild, man. You see? Go ahead.
And he shall dwell in the presence of all his brethren.
You see? And it also, according to prophecy, Ishmael was going to be hostile towards his people, man. You see? Towards his own kinsmen, man. You see? So that's the prophecy of Ishmael, man. Is some more on that?
That was it on that particular verse.
What verse is that?
12.